Hello everyone. It's been a while since I've done a video on this channel, and I'm gonna have to explain, just get to this planet over here. So, it's been nearly 2 months since I uploaded a video on this channel, and there is a very good reason for that. It's not like I have started to not like No Man's Sky. I still love the game, and I haven't been able to get into the current expedition. And I'm actually not even sure if I will go into this expedition with such a short time left in it. Although I know you can go in and out of it. But let me explain what has been happening. So, very shortly after my last video, on May 11th, I was driving my wife to work, and we came up to a construction zone, which I've been through many times. Traffic came to a standstill, and I stopped behind an SUV. Now, just so you know what my car is like, it's a fairly small car. It's a five-door hatchback, I guess you would call it. And it's a compact. And so we stopped behind this SUV, and we decided, no, we didn't really decide anything, we just stopped. And I remember that SUV was blue. So yeah, I remember the color. So, as we were sitting there, very, very shortly after we stopped, I lost consciousness. I had no idea what happened. I was knocked out. So, what actually happened was, well, we were hit from behind. We were hit from behind by a rather large truck with a trailer, and they were going a lot faster than they should have been going. And so when they struck us, he tried to swerve to the right and hit the back right corner of the car, and we were pushed into, and I guess under, the SUV in front of us. And what happened was that the sun visor hit me in the forehead. Now, I actually do have a scar here. It still feels weird, but I had a laceration on my forehead that was quite deep and fairly long. And I also had a concussion, so yeah, I was knocked out, right? And so with this concussion, I was hit, and I just didn't remember anything. So what I remembered was waking up to someone asking my wife if I was her husband, something like that. I don't completely remember, but a lot of my memories of the accident are just completely gone. But I didn't open my eyes. Someone was immediately beside me and told me to hold on to this material, some cloth or towel or something, and pressed it on my forehead. And I knew something was wrong. I didn't know what had happened, and through this whole thing, I was just thinking, what happened? Why did this happen? What's wrong with my car? Is my car okay? And what happened to me? What happened to my wife? My wife was talking. She just sounded pretty normal, but I had a massive pain in the head, and I couldn't see anything because I had blood running down my forehead. Not just down my forehead, but down my face. So I had my eyes closed. I was told that the EMTs were coming, ambulance was coming, and they'd be there very shortly. A peace officer was taking care of me. It turns out the driver of the truck was the first person to come and help, and the next person was a peace officer, and he took over, and he was putting all of his attention on me. And then the ambulance arrived very quickly. I was lucky that they came quickly. And so I was asked by the paramedic if I was able to move my legs. Of course, they also asked me what's my name, what's my date of birth, and all that stuff, and asked me, do you know where you are? I was like, I knew exactly where I was. And they wanted to make sure that I could get out of the car, but first they put a neck brace on me and directed me to, I guess, slide out of the car. They wanted to make sure I could get out so that if needed, well, they wanted to make sure that they didn't need to cut the side of the car open to get me out. Right? So they directed me to get out of the car. I still hadn't opened my eyes. I still couldn't see anything, and they took me over to a stretcher and laid me down, and then put me into the ambulance. And my wife was also put into the ambulance. I don't know if she was on a stretcher or not. I just couldn't see. But because I had the head injury and they were worried I had a bad neck injury, they wanted to be extra careful with me. And so I was, or we were transported to the hospital and went directly into the ER. And straight into a room where they came over and looked me over. And then they said, getting scans. They put me in the... before I get to this, I did open my eyes in the ambulance, and I could see the roof of the ambulance. And in the ambulance, they gave me an IV with morphine because, you know, it's painful. But yeah, moving on from that. So they said that they needed to do some scans. They asked me where I hurt and all that stuff. They did 3 scans on my head, 2 scans on my body, and it was very strange because I had my eyes open in the CT scan because I could see the machine, you know, with my head in there. It's like I'm looking straight at the, you know, it's a round thing, right? And so I just remember looking up in there. And they did 2 scans of my body. And I have no idea why I've got red snow. Maybe it's sunset. And so they also x-rayed my left elbow because I complained of pain and there was blood coming from it. But after the scans were done, I was taken, or my wife was also given CT scans. But we were taken back to the room, and a doctor came in, and she, let me see, she, I'm thinking about the nurse as well. The nurse, his wife is half Japanese. My wife is Japanese. And so they ended up having a conversation. But the nurse was helping, of course, clean the wound, and, you know, getting water. I don't know if it's water. It's probably a saline solution over my face to clean the wound so that the doctor can stitch it up. The doctor had to do some local anesthetic, which was really powerful, by the way. I didn't feel a thing. She said that what would hurt the most is the anesthetic going in, which is correct. It was just little stings each time, and there were multiple. And so after that was done, she started stitching internally because it was a deep laceration. She said she had to do 2 layers. The internal one would be dissolvable, so they would just dissolve. And then she did the external stitches. And the whole time I was complaining of my mouth being really dry and not really wanting to throw up. I was warned that the morphine could make me want to throw up, but it never happened. And what happened after that was, I should just say that my wife was pretty much given, well, she had injuries, but she had no stitches or anything. I was the only one that was. But they also gave me a, what do you call it? Sorry, I just got a text message. I was given a, not given, I was told that the scans were all clear. There was no brain injury, although I had a concussion. There's nothing concerning. And no internal injuries. So I was fine there. Not long after, we were released. They got me to get up. I went to a mirror and I took a look at what I looked like. I wiped off all of the, well, not all, but as much blood as I could. And then taken to the bathroom where I could wash up. Because my hands were covered as well. And we were released. So, yeah. After that, I'd gone through probably about 3 to 4 weeks of headaches daily. I've been having physiotherapy. I had a session today. My neck still gives me a lot of pain. My lower back as well. And I have problems falling asleep because it's uncomfortable. Laying down can be uncomfortable sometimes. So yeah, I don't know. It's something that I definitely don't want to go through again. That's for sure. So where does that leave us right now? I am coming back this week. I'm having new videos, and I am wondering if I should do any videos on the expedition. There's only 2 weeks left, as far as I know. And it's really, I don't know what I can do. I don't know if I can complete very many phases, but I know I can get in and out of the expedition anytime I want. So if I don't complete it, I'm out. So there shouldn't be any problem. So yeah, that's the question I have. Should I go into the expedition or not? Some people have said it's kind of boring, tedious. So I don't know. But let me know in the comments if you think I should go in for my first video back. And yeah, I'd love to hear what you have to say. So let's just do this. Go and take a look at me. Hi. So, I just want to thank you for your patience, and I know that there's a few people who are watching my videos and commenting quite a lot. But new videos are coming very, very soon. So thank you for your patience, and hope that I can get one done in a couple of days. So we'll see about that. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video, in character, of course.